Is that being in army is different. You can be happy forever because you have a fixed income, you've got a specific duty and a small group of people. You will meet again and again. But once you go out, it's totally different. So you are quite inclined to do plastic surgery. I mean, I've been doing burns and so many things and tendon cancers and all those things. But as a general surgeon who would do a plastic surgery. So when I came out thinking about plastic surgery, but still I had some doubts. That's when I came back to Chennai. I got a placing in to do diploma in national board. That is the national board examinations. They conduct the plastic surgery exams. So the first batch when we started in Apollo, I took the opportunity and it's just history. I'm here in Apollo now, a consultant. It's almost 10 years now. So if you ask me in short, how was army? I think anybody who joins army should think twice before joining, but once you join it will be really good. From the medical colleagues I see some small negative things. They want to join army when they don't get postgraduate entries outside, and they think getting into army is a shortcut to getting post-graduation. So if you ask me to one point that will discourage them to take for this reason, it is this: in army you have to serve minimum 3 years before you give examinations for postgraduate examinations. But in that it's very likely that you will serve 2 years in Siachen and your application will never reach. So it's like almost 3 years or 4 years later only you will be actually applying for examination, and then you have to enter. In army it's just opposite. A general surgeon is more busy than an anatomy specialist. So the bright people take anatomy, physiology and so on, and the people with the least marks get general surgery, gynecology and general medicine, which is just opposite in civil. The bright people take that. So, and at the end of it you have only 7 years to clear. It means from the time of commissioning you have only 7 years to get into a post-graduation. So 3 years minimum you have to serve, and within the next 4 years you have to get. If you don't get it, you would already become a permanent commission officer. It means minimum 20 years. You would already signed the bond for that. So if you don't get it, you are in army with lot of aspirations and you're not a specialist. The least you could, maximum you could become after that is you can apply for masters in health administration. So that is the downside in terms of career progression for doctors. You might get straitjacketed into either being a specialist or non-specialist. Once you become a specialist, there's no problem. You can always keep going higher and higher. So my thing is, you should join army if you like the lifestyle that gives you, which is adventurous. It's very disciplined, and you basically your needs are very less in army. You're so conditioned that your needs are so less that you learn to live within the means. But if you come outside, there's no end to earning. So that way I say army is good for people with simple needs and a disciplined life and a little bit of adventure. But for those who are very possessive about their family, who cannot stay away from their family, or they cannot even think of even leaving their family, I don't think that's a place.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rajan. You have elaborated your life in the army. Can you elaborate a few points as to how it has helped you in your private practice?
The same logic works in reverse. When you come from army, people think a little bit above than others in terms of discipline and etiquettes and everything. So that advantage you have. People cannot brush you off just like that. People cannot push you and thinking in terms of he is easy to push over. They themselves have an opinion that army people are independent minded. They can face challenges. So that way the acceptance is far easier. It's the reverse in army. When you come from civil, they think a bit of inferior quality. You have to prove yourself again and again to get acceptance into the army circle. Similarly, when I came out, it was easy. Oh, here's a major coming and he knows discipline and all those things. So that way it was easier. And for those who think they get any benefits being in army, for short service there's no extra benefits except that you get canteen benefits for liquor and groceries. Maybe some states allow some kind of reservation for ex-army people in getting into graduate engineering or medical colleges. But that is a very, not very good way of thinking about army. Army, I think, the whole picture changes once you go to army and come back.
So your perspective is different.
It changes a lot. Then you see the small differences between you and the other colleagues. Let's say when you go for a simple dinner outside, then when people start using your forks and the cutlery, oh my God, army taught me all those things.
Correct.
You never know that there, but when you start eating, you know how people fiddle around. It might be an expensive restaurant or a hotel, but you can easily make out who's been taught the use of cutlery, the way they use, and that small things like that. When you have a drink, you know how to how it's
So
served.
teaches you the finer things in life as well. Yeah.
Like even take say for respecting ladies, it's so I would say it comes by a reflex to call the fairer sex people by madam. If you have somebody more than 18, it doesn't matter whether it is your junior or your colleague's daughter. You start addressing them as madam, and this I think has been told in army again and again. So how you deal with others, it's like this: how you deal with friends, how you deal with family, how you deal with your men who work for you and under whom you work. Everything, all that small things changes. You are sure of yourself. When you want a work to be done, you know exactly what kind of orders you want to give to your people who work for you. There's no dilly-dallying. You just say, this is the way I want to get it done. That kind of training comes only by experience in being in the army. I think there is no other way of getting it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajan, for having shared your experience in the army with us. We hope that you will have a successful plastic surgical life.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.